elites going to London to seek for medical help, going to India. In fact, we had the case of a former First Lady, Nigerian Military, who was first transferred to India, and one day they just suddenly pushed her to America. And I remember I told my publisher then that if India cannot solve this, then she's dead already, because I don't think America can do it. Why do you think that most of our people go abroad and at the end of the day they die?
America is better than India.
Are you sure America is better than India?
Yeah,
so but why do elites, black elites, end up getting bad results abroad despite years of patronage?
One, because they go late.
Okay, they go late.
They will try here.
Haphazard.
And of course, because there is money. When they fly out, sometimes money dictates he who pays the piper. You will find them disagreeing with the surgeon. Because you know in Nigeria,
yes, we
are used to it's not our portion.
In Jesus' name.
Some don't know Jesus, but they still say it's not my portion.
Not their portion, okay.
So, they go. They don't go at the right time. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Was diagnosed in Nigeria by Nigerian doctors who they think don't know much as having cancer of the cyst. A carcinoma, no, not cancer of the cyst. A tumor of the cyst, of the ovary.
Yeah, ovary, of course.
Ovarian cyst.
Yeah, it's the only former First Lady.
And they now sent her. And they now recommended that they should excise it, that remove it. But you know when they are big, they like to go abroad. So, she left for the abroad. She left for the abroad.
Of course, as usual.
Incidentally, this was under President Buhari's petroleum trust fund.
Okay, that was then.
Yes,
those days. Yeah.
And of course,
PTF.
The president, the chairman of PTF, then President
Buhari.
Now President Buhari, was magnanimous to sponsor him half for the treatment, the minister or the officer for the treatment. Sent her abroad. She got abroad. She went to the hospitals because the system there is good. And if you take the right decision at the right time, because they will not just operate you because there's a lump. When they tested her, they said it is not cancerous. If she knew what we know, that anything, any tumor that is even benign can just turn angry, suddenly become angry. And when it becomes angry, it has become cancerous. And spread fast.
I mean, malignant.
That's the malignancy. You understand?
Yes,
it can just suddenly change. A smooth body lump that is somewhere will become a very ugly and angry looking lump and spread fast. They told her that it's not yet malignant. It's benign. If only they know. Because here in Africa, here in Nigeria in particular, we describe ourselves as high touch, low technology. In Europe and America, we describe them as high technology, low touch. They use machines to diagnose everything in your body. So they don't need to touch you. They just put machine on you. They just say it's not malignant. But we don't have the technology. So we must touch. We must see very well. And when we saw very well in that case, we said there is a tumor. He went there. The high technology people look at the reading of the on the machine. The machine said it's not malignant. And that was enough for them to advise her to go back. That when that she should just be coming for test. Now she came. In Nigeria, we have been clouded with so many things. I'm sure she forgot about that problem for a long time. That was in her body, not causing her problem. And, of course, the thing became malignant. In common terms, it became angry that they left it so there for so long. And, of course, they still sent her there. She came back dead. She came back dead. Another thing which I experienced about them going abroad for treatment and dying there or not getting the results.
Yep.
Is because we have experiences where we work with white doctors. We've made presentations with white doctors who will present cases. A black patient, a white patient. When they are giving their lectures, the white patients are always well dressed with flowers in their hands, well dressed. That's the white patients.
Yes, sir.
What happened to the black? The black patients, they will have tumors, ugly sicknesses, tumor of the eye, tumor of the anus, tumor of the mouth, with mouth bent. They have very ugly scenes they will present
to illustrate
their
findings.
Black diseases, African diseases.
Why?
And of course, I remember in South Africa we took that officer out, that doctor. We finished.
Maybe you're not the rebel. You're not the rebel. You're the rebel. Huh? I'm sure you're the one that led the rebel.
The Moroccans met us when we were coming out of the hall and said, Dr. Ovadje, I'm sure you are from Nigeria. I said, yes. See, I said, where from? Because when we took it up, Ghanaians, others joined us. And we finished him. So all the patients, good patients you had, you didn't have a black patient who wore suit, who put flower in pocket. That was the question I raised, and everybody took it up. Say yes. How can you be so professionally biased that you were only looking for, you were only treat all the black people you treated were so bad, all the white people were clean, with perfume. Although we didn't smell the perfume, but we added it when we were dealing with it. And you know how Igbo can get embarrassed. So that is one. Then number two, when I took my uncle to the UK,
yes, sir,
this was what was laid in my heart. I had managed 2 cases here,
Nigeria,
who had cancer of the prostate. The one was an 80-year-old man. The other one was a 76-year-old man. We did exactly the same thing for them here in Nigeria. And then the old man said he didn't have so much money, so you cannot go abroad to follow up. And he's going, I'm 80. Why should I? Well, I'm afraid of death now. So he went home from Alaja in Delta State.
Yeah, that's the Udu side.
Udu. Then my other uncle, who also had the same procedure, had money. He's a multi-millionaire. So he was encouraged to go abroad to follow up. He went abroad. You'll be shocked.
What happened?
I was on holidays. No, I was on holidays to the United States with my late wife and my small baby then, just small baby. And we finished 1 month we stayed, then we came back. The day we arrived, that night, those were the days of fax machine.
Yep.
I just saw a fax come in. What was it? Urgent. They said I should come to London. Uncle, urgent. Come to London. Daddy will not
succeed.
be able to
Survive.
come back to Nigeria alive. So I went there. I flew there the following day on Virgin Atlantic. I went straight to the hospital. When I saw my uncle, I didn't recognize him. He had become dark.
Jesus.
He had become so dark and weak. So I asked the British doctors that we had, I said, what's the problem? How did it turn out to be like this? Not up to 1 year. Not up to 1 month.
Not even up to 1 month. Not up to 30 days.
So I said, then they told me, oh, the system is collapsed. What?
Collapse.
Oh, they can't even find a place to put blood into his body. Yeah? And then I asked them a question. And I said, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do a subclavian on this patient? They looked at my face very well. But they didn't know I was a doctor.
No, they were wondering, well, how can this one
Yes,
come from?
immediately I mentioned that word, subclavian puncture on this patient. I could see the way they looked at each other and looked at me. Then I pretended to be angry. I was really angry, but you add to it.
You aggravated it.
Exactly. And walked out on them. They were worried about medical legal suits because they know I know what they ought to do that they did not do. So they told the children to call me back. I came back. They said they were not ready to put in the subclavian. They want me to be in the theater to observe. I said, I don't need to be there. They said, no, they will be happy if I'm there. So I entered the theater with them. And I just boarded this thing and was looking at them. They found the subclavian. And they were able to rush him blood. Gave him, I think, about 2 units of blood.
Ah!
They returned my uncle to his bed. But then I told my uncle without knowing that I need to go to the airport to confirm our return ticket, which I did.
Okay.
By the time I arrived, the man who was so weak was telling me, Doctor, thank you for coming up. Now that I did so. I said, eh? Now that I did, thank you for coming. These people just left me up. So, anyway, by the time we finished everything, to the airport, it was dark. That was our saving grace. Sometimes when you are doing things and you are having delays, and what you think are delays, God is trying to help you. So we arrived at Heathrow, straight to Virgin Atlantic. But because it's a bit dark. It's a bit dark. They didn't see him well. If they saw him well, they will allow him enter the plane because he was looking sick. So I was able to take him and we walked up, entered and sat down. But inside the plane is very bright.
Yeah, the lights.
So they saw, that was when they saw him. And I think the pilot asked one of the girls to come and ask us to go down. So they came to me. When they came to me, they asked me if I'm the one with him. I said yes. They said he's too ill, that he's not going to survive the flight. Then I introduced myself to the young lady. I said, look, I am Dr. Ovadje. I brought him to the UK for treatment. I'm taking him back the same way They did not reject me entering your plane to come. Yeah, you took my money, brought me here. You don't want me to go back? Oh, no, sir. He now said she doesn't believe me. I don't believe you. I escalated the matter. Oh, you don't believe me because I am black. So you have profiled me. If I were a white doctor and I told you I'm a doctor, would you disbelieve me? I pretended to be very angry, very angry. Then one bank director said he was the MD of a bank. Just came, put hand on my shoulder, and said, I was asking me to take the patient down, and then when I finish settling with them, I can come back. I allowed him to tell me everything he wanted to tell me with his hand on my shoulder. Then after he finished, and I said, if you have finished what you have to say, remove your dirty hands from my shoulder. I said, you said you are the MD of a bank in Nigeria. I am sure you were the MD of a failed bank. And so the uproar, everybody burst into laughter.
Maybe those golf banks or those that died.
Savannah Bank. I don't know. I said, you must be the MD of a failed bank.
Because the hand is already failed already.
Immediately, I attacked him like that. He just removed his hand and went away. Then the lady crew went away. I think he went to go and see the pilot. Because I had told you, I said, let me sign. And I take responsibility because I know what you're afraid of. If anything happens to him, the family can sue you. Nobody will sue you. So he went there. And then he came back to me and said, yeah, I'm sorry, doctor. It's I should take care of
the patient.
We arrived in Nigeria.
Safely?
My late wife brought an ambulance, picked us from the airport. We were admitted in what do you call it? A hospital in
Kefi Street, Lagos.
Yep. We were admitted in one of the hospitals in Kefi. He spent another 1 week before he died. But what am I trying to tell you? The way they will handle their people, they will not handle yours like that. And I am tempted to think that there are drugs that have not passed certain level of clinical trials that could be used.
That's wrong.
On black patients. These days now, they are very careful. Most of the supplements they are selling to us, they will write there that there is no evidence that it has been clinically tested. That it has not been proven. And we buy and eat and drink.
My Lord Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
So so when they use such drugs on you that have not been refined, they add to your debt, your quick debt.
Oh my God. How do we get this information? How do we enlighten our people?
When the right people are there, they will know. When the right people are there, we will censor anybody who must go abroad for treatment. Any treatment that can be treated here. And of course, we have said, set up the centers.
Because you raise...
In Dubai, they bring the American standard. In Saudi Arabia, the hospitals, American standard. If you own this a center well equipped,
yeah,
and all you don't have is that the expertise, You can pay for the expertise to come to your hospital in Nigeria to use the facilities that are equivalent of what they have in their countries. And in the process too, you'll be training your own people on how to handle the equipment, on the procedures. While you are training to get that level of expertise, training your own people.
That's double gain. Double gain.
But no, they want to go there. They want to go there.
And wasting.
They want to collect extra codes.
Extra codes.
And many of them die.
At the end of the day.
Yes.